What's up guys, this is the Volt Within, and this is my first Call of Duty commentary, and this video is just pretty much showing you guys why I don't post Call of Duty. Why? Because this setup I'm using is the Sleight of Hand NoobTube Explosives class, and this is a free-for-all gameplay. And the reason why I'm only using this class is because the last match before this one, some guy killed me with an RPG for the final kill cam. And by the way, I just joined this lobby, so you know I wasn't doing anything newbie, but a guy thought, well, the only way I can win is just using explosives, so that's pretty much what happened. And so, you know what I said? I said, really? Got no skill, you can't kill me with an actual gun? And I do have the messages, but I don't feel like showing it to you guys because I think that you guys will pretty much believe me, because there's a lot of scrubs in this game. And that's what happens when you go into the competitive mode of, you know, multiplayer games in general, is that people like to talk shit. And when they do, and then when you tell them to run it back and they lose, yeah, that's pretty much what happens. And that's what came to this. I died like 18 times, but it doesn't matter because the guy that killed me gets owned at the end. Sorry for spoilers, but you know, that's just what happens. And by the way, after that match, or after this match I should say, he sends me a message and he says, "Wow, faggot." And then it just got pretty ugly. And you know what I said? I said, hey, I only did what I did is because you did it to me. And I think that's a life lesson in life, and that guy gets owned. But I mean, I think that's a life lesson for a lot of us, because me, I'm a nice person, okay? I'm not a mean person, even in real life. You can tell a lot of my friends this at school. I'm a nice person. But when you do something mean, or just, you know, really retarded, or just being a douchebag, I'm gonna be a douchebag to you. And that's pretty much how it goes. I like to say that I'm a type of person that I get along with you fine if you treat me fine. You know, just like with anybody else. If you treat everyone else fair and they treat you fair, then you have the right to treat them fair. I mean, I think that's what a lot of us you know, do in life, is we go accordingly what other people do to us. And that's kind of what I think about it. Is just no different with Call of Duty or video games in general. You know, if someone is talking smack or talking shit to you and they're using something really overpowered and they think they're good, and then you show them that you can use that setup as well and you beat them, then it's like, you know, I think in Call of Duty especially, it's like, for me, I like to use the underrated stuff in Call of Duty. I like to use the Mini Uzi, I like to use the WA-2000, I like to use the F-2000, I like to use all the guns that you don't usually see. And it's really hard to do well with those guns if anyone else is not using anything newbie. I mean, if everyone was just using guns, you know, no explosives, maybe the UMP-45, but I don't know, I'm just talking about a straight up gun in the whole lobby. No explosives whatsoever. I'm pretty sure I would do pretty well, but when you're dealing with explosives like this, it's really hard to get some good gameplays. It just really is. And I have to kind of go off with a lot of top YouTubers that have made gameplays of Modern Warfare 2. I think with Blame Truth, shoutouts to Blame Truth. I mean, he even said Modern Warfare 2 is probably the worst Call of Duty he's ever played. I disagree with him only because it's just, Modern Warfare 2 is what started me off, and I think that goes with a lot of people, is whatever Call of Duty started them out, that's going to be their favorite Call of Duty. And I think that's just, you know, how we are human. Like, I don't know, because COD 4 was fun, but I like Modern Warfare 2 the most. And it's weird because Modern Warfare 2, a lot of people can be newbie in this game. But, you know, you have to realize, I probably have 24 days played in this game. Maybe even more. I played this game probably a little bit too much in the earlier days, but now I just don't really play Call of Duty anymore, because you know, when you got the new Call of Duties that come out, like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, Black Ops 2. By the way, I didn't ever get Black Ops 2. Reason being is because after Modern Warfare 3, I was just like, okay, I've had it. I'm not gonna get the next Call of Duty, and that's why I did. I'm still not gonna get Black Ops 2, and I don't think I will. But Call of Duty Ghosts might change that, maybe. But I'm kind of iffy still, because if I were to get Call of Duty, I would probably have to get the Xbox One. And I was telling you guys in my Oblivion walkthrough that if you're in it for Call of Duty, you should probably get the Xbox One. And the reason being is because there's going to be dedicated servers if you get it on the Xbox. And dedicated servers is freaking amazing. And I think the most part I complained about the most in Modern Warfare 3 was the connection. The connections just sucked so bad that it was so bad that none of my shots would register. And you know, being on a 2-bar in Modern Warfare 3 is really terrible. Being a 2-bar in Modern Warfare 2 is kind of okay, but even still, 2-bar is just not, it's not good. You would rather be a 3-bar, or at least a, you know, a 4-bar. But I mean, connection is what really killed it for a lot of people. Even when you disable theater mode, I still feel the connection is just terrible. But if I get Call of Duty Ghosts on the Xbox One, where everything is just flow, there's no BS, I won't have to say, well, that guy had host advantage, so obviously I'm gonna lose. So you know, that might change it. But you know, I'm still trying to debate whether I should get the PS4 or the Xbox One. But I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below what you think about Call of Duty. This is why I don't like posting Call of Duty onto my channel, is because if I were to do Call of Duty, getting gameplays, like, I just won't have fun doing it. And that's the thing. You always want to enjoy yourself when you're making YouTube videos. And I feel like when I post Call of Duty, I just don't have fun, because I have to win like this, and it's just not fun. So, sorry guys for, you know, the pretty noob-tastic kill cam right here, but I just kind of want to, you know, let you guys know already, because I get a lot of questions relating to why I haven't been posting any Call of Duty, and this is why.